In this video, we'll break down 5 questions you need to ask yourself as an actor before you become famous. Hey, I'm Spurgeon Perkins, and I'm an actor just like you, and this is Actor Boss, where I teach you how to run your actor's life like a boss. After I had my first breakthrough in my film acting class, I worked through a visualization to ask myself, okay, am I ready to do bigger gigs? And I remember working through that process and thinking about being in the room with one of my favorite celebrity actors at an audition and thinking, no, I'm not ready. I don't know what my process is. I don't know how to give them different takes. I don't know how to be on set. And I remember being so thankful that I had not auditioned for or booked anything bigger than what I had already at that moment. It's so easy as an actor for us to fall into the trap of selfish ambition that makes us believe the lie that everything will just be okay if we get our big break. The reality is we need to visualize a few key different areas of our lives to make sure that they can actually withstand that pressure. Because here's the hard truth. More opportunities, more money, more popularity will not make things better. They will just magnify the situation as it already exists. So here are 5 questions I want you to start thinking about ASAP to make sure that you're actually ready for the spotlight. Number 1, are you ready? Go through that visualization technique that I told you about. Pretend that you're in the room with your favorite celebrity actor. Do you feel confident challenging them? Do you feel like you can chat with the also very famous director that is going to ask you questions and drill you about your process maybe, or ask you to do something different? Trust your gut. Do you feel uneasy? And does it feel tight in your chest, or do you feel nervous but excited, knowing, yes, I'm confident, I would know what to do? Number 2, are your relationships ready? So think about anyone and everyone that's in your inner circle. Do you already have traditions and systems set into place to make sure that you are feeding those relationships? Because shoot schedules get crazy, and so you need to have systems in place or traditions in place that you guys can fall back on to make sure that your relationship stays strong even when you have a crazy schedule. For example, my husband and I have committed to sitting on the couch and drinking tea and snuggling for 30 minutes a week, no matter what. Number 3, are your finances ready? Yo, actor boss, if you don't know how to make every single penny of $1 million work to benefit your future, I don't mean just go spend it on whatever you want, but actually work to benefit you or to work it in a way that you would never need to work again, then you are not ready to make $1 million. It will go away just like that. Your finances are the foundation for you to have long-term success. And it's your money. That doesn't mean that you outsource it to somebody else and you have no idea what's going on, which I think a lot of people believe, oh, well, I'll just make a lot of money and then let so-and-so handle it. It's your money, and I want you to know what to do with it, how to feel in control of it. You need to have a plan in place for a below average or an average income in order to make an above average income work for your benefit. Be sure to check the description. I have some extra details for you there about the system that I use that's absolutely free that helped me double my net worth in 1 year. That does not mean I'm a millionaire, but it does mean that I know how to double my net worth, and I can maybe do it every year, and you can too. Number 4, is your website ready? Now it needs to be mobile responsive, which means the screen will change sizes depending on the device that somebody is using. So if your words are running off the side of the page when you look at it on your cell phone, it is not mobile responsive. But almost all internet traffic is now mobile, so you need to get this updated on your website. It is something that your provider, your website provider, should have available. So either they'll have an upgrade package or templates that specifically are mobile responsive. That's the term that you're looking for. You also need to make sure that it downloads really fast, like within a second, less than a second if possible, because people's attention spans are about 3 seconds and they'll abandon the page if they're trying to download it on their mobile phone and nobody can see it. If you know that you've booked a big show or movie that is about to release, then you need to get in touch with your website's customer support about a week before and say, hey, I am expecting an influx of traffic next week. It might not be that much, but it might be, so can you help me make sure that the site stays up and running during that time? Otherwise, you'll book a cool role, people will start looking you up online, and your website will crash if it gets too much traffic too fast. Number 5, is your social media ready? So when people get interested in you, they'll start looking you up, and production companies do go look up actors on their social media platforms. So you need to go through, you can do this today, and delete any photos or videos that you do not feel like represent you well, especially if something's really outdated or just isn't a part of your life anymore. Or if you're only posting about your booked gigs or auditions, make sure that you do include some personal posts. So if you have pets, I know it's a big thing if you're a dog person or a cat person, so like let people know, they want to know. And it's okay if not everybody connects with you. Like don't worry about, oh, I love dogs and that producer loves cats, so now they're gonna hate me. No, they just want to learn more about you. Here's the key, you don't want it to be too personal, but you also don't want it to be only professional. It needs to be a blend of the two. For all 5 of these questions, make sure to ask yourself, is this particular area ready for the spotlight? For more eyeballs to see it, for more stress, for more time out of my schedule. Now I'd love to hear from you, Actor Boss. Which of these areas do you feel is or isn't ready for the spotlight? Comment below to share the deets. Hey, if you want to learn more about Actor Boss to find out whether or not it's a good fit for you, then pop into the description. I have a few goodies for you there. Thanks so much for watching, and until next week, Actor Boss, go take charge of your own success. Actor Boss Workflow is here. Check the description for more details. Mobile responsive, meaning it changes sizes. Just want you to ask yourself,